Hey everybody, I just wanted to throw together a quick tutorial video for the July 2019 project. It's a little complicated with all the wiring since it has 30 LED lights to put together. It goes into 4 strands, so I'm going to show you how to do one strand and then the rest of it, it's just repeating the process. The video tutorial isn't great because I wasn't looking at the screen to make sure that everything was in view while I was doing it. I apologize for that, but I hope you get the gist of it. And if you have any questions or problems or whatever, can't figure it out, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or Facebook, or I'll even Skype you or whatever, share screen so we can get you through it. I hope you guys enjoy doing this month's project, and thank you so much for supporting me to make it to my 1 year mark with the UFOs. I really appreciate it, and here's to another year. Thank you very much. Peace out. Alright, so in your UFO box, you should have received a strip of 30 LEDs. And these are all green color. Talk more about those in a second. A 9-volt battery clip, 2 meters, 2 different colored wires. Well, 1 meter each color. 30 resistors, and the control board. Now, the control board is something that I worked with a local electronics company to develop and program for me. You will see on the control board you've got the 9-volt. I don't know if my camera is going to focus for me. Focus. Well, we'll just bring it down here. So you've got 9-volt, that's power in, and then the ground. And you will see on this side that they're numbered L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. They told me that they only programmed L1 through L4, so L5 is not used. So this control board controls the flashing of the LEDs and is already pre-programmed, so you don't have to mess with any of that. Mainly, I want to show you how to turn all this into this. Now, I'm not going to go through the full build because it'll be quite repetitive, but I am going to show you how to set up the first line and then go from there. Because essentially what we're going to do is, after you print out this ring, we're going to just name any of them 1. And then we'll go every, I believe it's 6 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's every 6 lights. I have to check, double make sure. But 24 lights go around this ring, and then 6 lights go on the bottom. And since the control board is only programmed for 4 lines, basically what we're going to do is we're going to do the 6 and then 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, and then the last line will just be 6. Or you can just run these 6 lights directly off the ground and power and just keep them on all the time. But I'm going to do it to where the bottom ones flash along with the top ones. And essentially what the lights will do is they will go around in a line, or go around in a circle, or at least appear to, once slowly and then once fast, and then once slowly and then once fast. So every line is going to have, let me pull these lights out. Alright, so for this first line, we're going to need 8 LEDs. And one thing I want to mention before we get started too much, most LEDs, they come with a short wire and a long wire to distinguish between the positive and the negative. These ones, for some reason, do not. So if you look into the LED head, you'll see that one has like this flag looking thing, and then one is just the thin line. The thin side is the positive. The side with the wide flag looking side is the negative. So I suggest going through and clipping just a little bit off the negative side so that you can tell the difference while you're doing the wires. And I'm going to do that real quick for all of these. Okay, and that's, again, just like I said, so you can tell the difference between the two while you're putting them together. Now, I'm going to put these into the holes, and they fit rather perfectly on this ring. They do not fit perfectly on this part, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, wait, come here, get over here. Get back over here. Alright, negative side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I'm wrong. It goes every 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'm like, what? Gosh darn it. Don't pull on the wires, pull them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now the reason we space these out is because basically all of these lights are going to turn on at the same time. And then the next ones will turn on at the same time after these ones turn off. These ones will turn on, those will turn off, those will turn on. And so it'll give the illusion that the lights are going around the circle. And then these two lights, I'm going to burn these holes out with my soldering gun so I can make them a little larger to fit these in. So give me 1 second to do that. Alright, and there we have that. And I put the negatives in this middle because all of the negatives are going to be, or the grounds, whatever you want to say it, are all going to be connected anyways. So the positives will daisy chain to resistors, and then all the negatives you can just connect in one circle of wires throughout the entire thing. Like literally all 30 LEDs can be connected to the same ground. Now, I am not the greatest soldering person in the world. I have actually not soldered all that much. But we need to get her done, right? So, like I said, you should have gotten 2 wires, 2 different colors, each 1 meter long, and I believe that should be enough wire. I hope. If not, I apologize. I'm going to do the negatives last. Let's do the positives first, because the positives are really the complicated part in this whole scenario. So on this, I put the positives on the bottom, negatives on the top. So we are going to need 8 resistors. And these are non-polarized resistors, so it doesn't matter which way you put them. Some of them do have a negative and positive side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so essentially we're going to take a resistor and solder it to the positive sides. I'm going to keep them long so I can keep the wire short and in the center. We'll see how well that works out. Like I said, I am not a great soldering person. Maybe I should get a little bit of solder on my tip. Will that work? It's not sticking. So let's try this. Ow, it's hot already. I know all you soldering professionals are probably laughing at me right now. It's okay. Why can't I get like a drip of oh, I got it, but it, dripped on the wood. Will you stick to my, will you stick to my gun? Please? Please stick to my gun. Not gonna stick to my gun. Alright, try this again. Put that there. Put that there. Oh, come on. Maybe I can get it. Ooh. There's an idea. Maybe I can pick it up with this wire. Aha! Gotcha. Alright. So we're going to put it over here. And melt those two ends together. Maybe. Yay! Alright. Gonna continue that all around. And I will zoom through this fast so you don't have to go through all my suffering. So there's all the 8 wires soldered to the resistors. And again, like I said, there's a lot of wiring in here. And you're gonna have to daisy chain over the wires with the coated wires so that these wires aren't touching each other. So like this wire will go to this wire. So you're going to want to shorten all of these and cut the resistors down close to the actual resistor portion and so forth. But I just want to do this for illustrative purposes right now so that you get an idea of what needs to happen, and then I'll show you the full finished project when I'm done with it and show you how I did everything. But like I said, I just want to show you the process of getting these in here. Come on, soldering gun, stop falling. You already burnt me like 3 times. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut some wires, strip some wire ends, and get all these connected together. Do the negatives and show you the first line flashing. And what I've done is I've created 8 wires about 2 inches or so long, and I'm going to strip the ends and tin them all onto these. Alright, so I very professionally have those all linked together now. Now I'm going to take this on the L1 positive. I'm going to see if I can get it to go through the hole, which did not seem to be too much of an issue. And then put a little dot of solder on it to hold it in place. Yay! And now I'm going to connect all the negatives into one line as well with my black wire. Alright, so after you've very professionally got all the ground wires together, all the positive wires together, and then you've got that going into the positive of the L1, then we have, I'm going to use an extra wire just to come out here for a second, just for display purposes. Alright, got this wire stripped. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the ground to the battery clip, as well as a black wire to go to the grounds. I'll stick it in there. Come on. Why is solder so mean to me? There we go. Alright. And that one didn't stay. Gosh darn it. Fine. I'll do it this way. Maybe. Probably should have used a longer wire for this, but oh well. Are you sticking? It's sticking. Alright. We're gonna get another little piece. Boop, boop. And essentially every single ground on every single LED will all connect to this one wire, to my understanding. Come on. Work with me here. Ow. Alright, darn it. That's probably not going to be a good idea, Josh. Let's see. Alright. All the grounds are connected to the grounds. All the positives are connected together. I believe we've got a complete closed loop. If we have done this correctly, then when I hook up this 9-volt battery to the battery clip, we should have liftoff. Oh, it would also help if we, connected the power to the 9-volt. There we go. So as you can see, it's got the slow blinks and then the fast blinks. And when all this is put together, it'll give the illusion that the lights are going around the UFO. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this project. I know my camera, probably not everything was in view greatly. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. There is a schematic to download on the reveal page, alien3d.us/UFO013. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, put it all together, and you can see the finished UFO. I'll be back. Alright, so I got the wires all up, I got the power on, and everything, thankfully, appears to be working. There's a couple LEDs that don't look like they're coming on, but over here they are. So I'm guessing that I didn't. Either some solder came loose or whatever. So I will track those issues down, and I'm sure it's just broken solder somewhere in here, or I missed a wire. But as you can see on this side, they all are going in order, and they're all coming on up until you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the LEDs aren't coming on. And since these two are next to each other, wherever they were, it's definitely probably a soldering, probably. It's more than likely a soldering issue on my end. So I will check those, and but as you can see, it's on, it's running, and the bottom, I also, like I said, I did it in line with the other ones so that they flash too. You can instead go directly from the ground and the positive to the resistors and have those always on. And it looks like the way I did it, it's kind of cool because these lights are going this way and it's purely by accident. The ones on the bottom are going the opposite direction. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, I am going to leave it here. I don't want to show the finished project because I would like you guys to create it and show off your makes. And I hope you enjoy this month. Happy Alienversary. Thank you guys so much for being subscribers, and I can't wait for the next year of projects. Peace out, everybody.